Hey everybody, it's Big Rob here, and welcome back to Hillbilly RC Fly. And I'm going to do an unboxing today. This is the Vans RV-4 30cc by Hangar 9. I got it from our good friends at Eliminator Hobby in Winnipeg. Excellent customer service. I tried getting this plane from competitors in Alberta, which we will not talk about and we will never support again. But Eliminator Hobby came through. They are our new hobby store, and this is a gorgeous bird. Took 3 days to come from Winnipeg to Swift Current, which anybody who's familiar with the prairies in Canada knows that that's somewhat of a miracle in itself. So Eliminator used a wonderful courier. They got it here. And here we are. I'm excited about this airplane. I had an airplane go down in Balk this past summer, and I'm going to take those guts from that airplane and I'm going to put it into this plane here. It says here that you can power it the way that you want to. On the side of the box, you can put a gas or a petrol engine in there. Up to 30 cc's. They recommend a 2-stroke Evolution. I'm not going to be going with the Evolution. I'm going to be going with the BVRC 40 Twin Generation 2. And the electric side of it, you don't put an electric motor in it. Come on, guys. Come on. Are we into airplanes, or are we into... We want... So that's what we're doing with this Vans RV-40. Looks like a really nice plane. Let's get to opening it. Let's see what's in the box. The lid off. Thanks, Joe, for all that help and mockery. That's good. So, okay, we'll just take this top of the box, and we're not going to build it right now, but we will be building it this winter, ready for the summer. And so we're just going to open it up and see what's in it, make sure everything's good. But I know everything's going to be good because it came from Eliminator Hobby in Winnipeg, and it looks like they shipped it right in the box that it came to them in. Wonderful people to work with. Well, the first thing that we've got here is we've got the instruction manual. And Hangar 9's, it's a pretty standard instruction manual. There's a few things that I've looked online that are probably wrong in this book, but for the most part, very good instructions on how to build the airplane. We'll be going through that when we do the build videos. It comes in English, Deutsch, Francais, and Italiano, and maybe we'll build it in Deutsch. And see if we build it in German, if it turns out any different than if we're to build it in English. So, instruction manual. Next thing that I see here, oh wow, is this thing ever well packed into the box. It will never go back into the box the same way. It's this one wing panel is stapled right to the box in order to keep it from any damage. This is going to be a sizable little airplane here. This is the wing panel. Obviously, there's your aileron, spot for your aileron servos here. Flap servo is going to be hidden. Looks like everything's pre-hinged. Look at that. These hinges are really neat. That's going to be fun to do. They're very scale looking, and so that panel looks like it's in excellent condition. I would expect it to be, because Eliminator Hobby, they're good with their product. And then the next thing here, well, these are the decals. If in the States, if you're here in Canada, they're Decals. You can do both a civilian version of this airplane, or you can do a military version. I might actually go with the military version this time. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Next thing that comes out is another wing panel. Very solid, very well packed. Let's have a look at this one. Everything's good. I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on the covering, but that's understandable. That's really nice. And then over here, Oh yeah, it's all the same thing. Same thing. It's all attached to the box, and here's your tail surfaces. This plane is got removable tail surfaces, I understand, but we won't be. We'll be building it solid so that we can just use the trailer to transport it. But let's see what we have here with our tail surfaces. Very well packed. I'm impressed with that. If Hangar 9 would only do as good of a job with their covering as they do with their packing, then they'd be really something to behold. But that's another story. We'll look at that when we do the build. And this here is the horizontal stabilizer. Oh, just look at that. Look at that. It's also got the hinges done like the real thing. That's really good. The horizontal stabilizer. And here's the other horizontal stabilizer. And make sure that you know this. This is the horizontal stabilizer. It runs horizontal on the plane. And the elevator makes the plane go up and down. But the horizontal stabilizer keeps the plane from going like that. So horizontal stabilizer. And here's this will be the vertical stabilizer. They've done a really good job of just making sure that everything is packed well in there. Oh, this is really nice. This is the vertical stabilizer. Keeps the plane from going side to side on the yaw motion. And then, of course, the rudder yaws the airplane. And so, yeah, that piece is in good condition. Nice condition. Again, the very scale flaps, or not flaps, but hinges. That's really cool. And looking forward to building this airplane and seeing how everything works. Then there's a big piece of cardboard coming off. Oh, Captain Bloss, look at this. Here we go. Here's your wing tube, and there's also an aluminum tail tube, wing tube, because honestly, I'm going to fly the snot out of this airplane. And so it's good to have aluminum tubes there. Here's control rods. Personal opinion, just throw these away. Throw every bit of Hangar 9 hardware away. It's garbage. Their planes are nice. The hardware, gonna have to spend probably another $100 to get all new hardware for this plane, because personally just don't trust it. It's garbage. The threads and stuff are bad. Just personal opinion. You might have a different opinion than me. If you do, don't comment, because quite frankly, I'm not going to respond. So, they give you paper. That's good. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Now these I am going to put onto this airplane, even though we fly at a field that is so rough. You have to carry the plane out to the runway. But this is the wheel pants. Look at that. Beautiful painted fiberglass wheel pants. Very nicely done. We'll be using those. What else is in here? Here's another bag of hardware. They got a fuel tank here. That just goes in the bin. Again, we don't use these cheap fuel tanks. We use the Valley View RC fuel tanks. Well worth the money, well worth the price of admission, if you would. But they've got the standoffs here. It looks like they've got all the engine mounting stuff. That's good. We'll use some of that. It even comes with fuel tubing. Look at that. Fuel tubing made in China, and will also be thrown away, and we will be using Saigon. And I see all the control points are in there. These wheels look not too shabby. Very often we take the wheels out, but these wheels, we'll see when we open them, if we'll be able to use them, or if we'll have to upgrade those to some made in America stuff. Let's go on. What else is in here? Oh, what's that? I don't know what that is. I'm not
for your landing gear.
That's for your landing gear. Little Joe there, he says, Little Joe, I'm looking up at him. He used to be this big in the videos, and now he's like this monster of a kid. Anyhow, he works in the aviation industry in full scale, and so he tells me that's for the landing gear. I'll say, well, that's the landing gear. I think he's probably right. He's been wrong before, but we won't talk about that. Here's another set. Those will be the landing gear fairings for sure. That'll be interesting to put that together. Oh, here we go. This is really cool. These are the templates for mounting your engine, as well as, look at this battery tray that slides in and out. I will probably end up using that for my fuel system, so that you can actually take your fuel system out of the plane and put it back in. We'll do that during the build video. Nice. Oh, look at that. That is fairly quality, actually. That's got some weight to it. That's the spinner assembly for the front. Again, we'll see the quality of that. Most likely toss in the bin and go for Valley View RC aluminum spinner. We'll see what happens with that. Now, oh, what is this? What do you suppose that is? You work on real RV-4s. What would that be?
I have no idea.
It's the letter A, and that tells us that we need to start from scratch. It's got some points for. Huh. Gotta look at the picture.
Oh, it goes in the canopy behind the pilot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It goes in the canopy behind the pilot. That was a weird part, but look at that. That's really nicely done for such an insignificant part. It will probably just be protecting our pilot. I should have like 2 of these in every direction around me when I fly. That's another story. That's for another day. Digging further in. Oh, these are the seats for the pilot. Of course, he has to have a seat. He doesn't have any limbs or anything, but he needs to be locked in there. And then another set of. That's interesting. Look at that.
One for the wheel pants, one for the fuselage.
One for the wheel pants, one for the fuselage, and then it goes on to there. That's starting to make some sense. That'll be fun. A little bit different. And this is, oh, unfortunate. This is the 2-piece landing gear. We'll use it. We'll use it to start, but anybody who's seen me fly knows that this will most likely be replaced, and we'll go over to the shop where Josiah works, and we'll take aluminum and we'll make a thicker, nicer landing gear. But that's nice. Look at the paint on that. It's everything. It looks through the bags anyhow. It looks like everything is matching. All the paint is good. That's nice. We're still digging down here. Oh, look at this. This is the motor box. Another thing that will end up in one of our bins, because really, who wants to put an electric motor in a plane that's supposed to go, ah! You know, yeah, we have some electric planes. There's some on the wall here. That Valiant is electric, and well, I don't know what that thing up there, those are electric, but for the most part, our big planes, you got to use gas engines. Come on, boys. Let's be right about that. Okay, one more. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's your tail wheel assembly. That looks really nice, actually. It's got 2 wheels. Yeah, one soft one harder one for running on grass, one for running on pavement. That's a different looking tail wheel assembly. And, oh look, it's going to have a different steering mode too. That's going to be fun. There's still something in this end. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look, that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. Look at the detail in the panel that's going to go in front of the pilot. So look down and go, oh, did you paint that yourself? No, I got it from Hangar 9. Oh, that's amazing. They did a really good job with that. Do they have a gauge in the real one, Joe, that says RV-4?
No.
No, they don't.
They have your registration on it, though.
Yeah, and so, yeah, that's cool. Sweet. Let me just look in here. That compartment's empty. So we're going to move on to the next one. Oh, what could be in here? Oh, I'm not going to open it right now, but this is going to be the canopy, but I am going to feel it. Always do this. Like, we always have to go through an airplane when we get it, especially if you get it from Alberta. But I don't name names, but I'll tell you what, there's one in Edmonton on I believe it is the Gateway Boulevard that I would never deal with again. But anyhow, there's your plastic right there. That's good. We'll put that right back. Oh. These are important pieces too. This is all very well packaged. These are the clear lenses that will go right here. This plane has landing lights on it, and so these clear lenses will go on there with a little bit of canopy to clear. So they put all the clear plastic parts right there in that side, very well boxed in. Look at the box. Just look at that. It's beautiful. Uh-oh. This one. Oh. Got you out of the plastic. Are you okay? Oh, he's been in plastic all the way from China. Vietnam. This plane is made in Vietnam. I saw that on the box. It's not made in China. But anyhow, there you go. There's your pilot figure. He's going to sit beside this, in front of this, and then this is going to go behind him. Look at that. Look at that. He can't wait to fly. Flying Devon. That guy's name is going to be Devon. Devon number 2. Devon number 1 is dead. That's a different story. Devon number 2. And this here is a work of art. Should I open this? I will open this because you do want to check your fiberglass parts out and make sure that they're okay. The other ones we can see, but this is going to be the cowl. And this, probably the hardest part of putting this airplane together is getting the cowl done right, because this isn't just a standard cowl that, you know, is round and fairly easy to mount. This is a longer cowl. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Isn't that something? That's a work of art. Oh, a little bit of, got a few fiberglass threads here that are going to need to be kind of either slipped off and then coated, but other than that, look at that. Are you impressed with that, Joe? There's your cowling. Oh, I can just see us struggling getting that to be beautiful and put in. Look at that. Look at the work on that. Now, there's the only reason, the only possible reason that anybody would ever desecrate this plane by going electric with it would be so that they wouldn't have to cut this cowl. But I have it on good authority that VVRC 40 twin is going to fit well within here, and there's only minimal cutting that is going to be required. Oh, look at that. There is a blemish right there. Look, they made a mistake while they were building it. Can you see that, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate. Hangar 9. Hangar 9. Ever since they went to Horizon, another story. This will be a very popular plane, and then all of a sudden Horizon Hobby will say, we aren't going to make that anymore. We made it for a year. made it for a couple years, but we'll just continue that. Ask Joe about that with his timber. He is not impressed. But that's business decisions. Keep us buying new ones. Don't support the old ones. But this isn't a bashing video. Come on. This is an exciting video. We have this stuff. I'm gonna have to put that back together somehow to get it back in the box. And here's, gentlemen, what everybody has been waiting for. The final piece in here, the last piece. Look at that. There it is. There's the fuselage, and you can see I'm just feeling it down just making sure that everything is solid. Look at the size of that, the canopy that's going to be removed. That's going to give you, it goes all the way from here, all the way up to here, and then your window obviously and your cockpit's going to be there. But lots of room. That's going to be a cool build. Might even put a smoke system in it. We'll see. It might be a good candidate for a smoke system. But all in all, looks really, really good. So that's the RV-4 by Hangar 9. Bought it from Eliminator Hobby in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Any of you Canadians, this was by far the best price for the airplane, the best price for shipping, and like I say, it got here in about 3 days from the time that I ordered it to the time that it was at my door. Very good customer service. Thank you guys at the Eliminator Hobby. They also threw in a whole bunch of other stuff that I ordered they threw it into the box and made sure that I got that without any extra charge. So really good. Looking forward to building it, and we'll see you next episode.